Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the Papa Joe Show, where Papa Joe knows. I am your host, and thank you all for being here today. I apologize. I am running late. I had some technical difficulties with my system, and yeah, got it all fixed. It's kind of one of the nicer things about being a technical guy. I can actually fix the stuff when it breaks. So, anyhow, I do appreciate you all being here today. If you are new to the channel, do me a favor and give us a subscribe and grab that bell. That way you know when we go live. We do go live a few times a week, so I do appreciate that. Also, check out the links in the description of the video. There's a Patreon. I do consulting. There's some other stuff in there as well, just to kind of get to know Papa Joe. Anyhow, you guys and gals who are here regularly, I do appreciate y'all every day coming in. There's a live chat running. You'll have a conversation, and I love the community that is here. In the Patreon, there is, y'all know, channel that I set up specifically for everybody in Telegram, just so that everyone can get in, have a conversation with each other, and it is a lovely time for sure. We all have a great time. Iron sharpens iron. Eat chicken, leave the bone. Great information that is shared amongst everybody. So I've even used some of the stuff y'all have shared in there as uh content for the shows. So I do appreciate it more than I can describe. So all right, so today we're going to take a look at I titled this one "Stop Following What the FOMC is Saying." FOMC, the Federal Reserve Minutes, whatever. I don't know, whatever it is. I really getting frustrated with all of the different crypto news article writers out there, the Cointelegraphs, the Bitcoin magazines, whoever else. I don't know, whoever else it is. I don't know who has shared this stuff, but I have definitely seen several of them write different things, right? So I'm not trying to specifically say anybody, I'm saying in general, okay? Also, all of the major news organizations out there are also following along with this, and they're pushing on crypto. Okay. I want to just try to set a level playing field for everyone here. FOMC is the Federal Reserve. It is the fiat currency. It is the US dollar. They are literally looking at the economy as it is, and they're telling you what's happening with it. They're coming out and saying the different things in all these different news organizations, whether you're a crypto news organization or a big name, whatever, coming out, and you're coming through and you're saying, hey, if this happens with FOMC, Bitcoin's price is going to do this, this, and this. And the thing is that is unfortunately true because it is correlated with the stock market, and because the regular day traders who are doing this stuff, all the different trading firms, all the different hedge funds, they're trading the stock market. Well, they're trading the crypto market as well. Okay, please understand. We give them You're literally giving them the energy and the ammo, so to speak, to go and build out the future ups and downs of crypto. You're literally giving it to them. Stop paying attention to what the FOMC is doing. Crypto in and of itself is the new market. Let it be the new market. Don't tie it to the old market at all, because every time you try to tie it to the old market, guess what's going to happen? It's going to stop working because it doesn't fit in that little box. Okay, the regulations that they have for the other stuff, it's not going to fit for crypto. It just isn't. So stop giving it to them, right? Here's a perfect example. Okay, this is Google News. It's just pulling it up because they have like an aggregate of all kinds of different things. Okay, don't really use this. Anyways, gotta get my gold price down a bit ahead of FOMC meeting. And then you'll see one. I don't know if it's in here anymore, but you'll see one in a second, maybe. It's like, how the upcoming FOMC meeting will impact Shiba Inu. Who really? I mean, really? Wall Street awaits for Fed, FOMC, and key economic data. Okay. Bitcoin holds 23,000 ahead of FOMC. Gold, silver, tread water just ahead of FOMC. Basically, everything just stops. All these different things. You got Bloomberg, you've got Kitco, you've got Yahoo Finance, you've got AMB Crypto, you got another Kitco, Seeking Alpha, FOMC of January. The Fed needs to send an extremely hawkish message to markets, so that way, it goes down, probably. Fed meeting, job data, Apple earnings, and what to know this week. expect the dollar to break out, which would mean crypto goes down. And S&P 500 trade next week. Yeah, so you guys understand gold price. Y'all need to realize Bitcoin, crypto are not the stock market. They are not the economy of this world yet, but they will be. Because this economy, the fiat, all of it's dead. It's dying. One of the things it actually, we will get into it here in just a minute. If you'll give me just a second. I put the nope, there we go. I had it all right. Let's click it correct here. All right. I lost my train of thought. The fiat currencies are going to move into crypto. Global fiat currencies will move into crypto. Gold, they'll go into gold and silver as well. Gold price ahead. All this stuff swings around. It's trading. FOMC, all this crap. FOMC. There's FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. On top of that, it's them trying to say, we're going to wait until the Federal Reserve tells us what they think they're going to do and whatever, based off of their decisions, how we're going to trade the markets. In the crypto world, we need to quit doing this. We need to stop sitting here and saying the FOMC has control over what we're doing. No, they don't. They should not be, whatever decisions they make is whatever decisions they make. It should not in any way dictate the price or the direction of crypto. Most cryptocurrencies are businesses. They're businesses trying to solve a real world problem. I don't want to say most. There are a lot of scams out there, so be careful. Most of the ones that we talk about in this show, full disclosure, I don't hold them all. I do hold some of them, but not all of them. Another thing, full disclosure, the ones that I talk about, I do that I know that are going to be doing well. I actually take time to get to know the teams behind who's building it. I can't say that for all these other people out there. They don't go and they get to know the CEOs. They don't know and they get to know the dev teams or try to even have communication with them online or in it at all. Get to know what they're doing. Seriously, people, pay attention and don't let the Federal Reserve and the monetary policy that they keep screwing up with the dollar control or dictate in any direction on what the stupid price of this crypto is going. This video everyone needs to hear this, okay? We are giving the old system validity by listening to what they're saying, by saying Bitcoin's a risk asset. Well, it isn't. It's the actual new version of the currency. It's a store of value. It's a transfer of value. People need to pay attention and stop doing this. It is seriously frustrating to me. Every time I see this stuff coming, like I said, I see articles from crypto-related publications. FOMC is doing this week, so this is the direction crypto should go, blah, blah, blah. It's like, do you understand they are not connected to each other unless you let them be connected to each other? You are literally creating the connection by writing those types of articles, giving it validity, letting it happen. Kind of wonder who all is paid off, if you know what I mean. I don't know. Or here, where was this? Crypto stocks outlook ahead of FOMC meeting. Who wrote this one? Let's see here. Coin Journal. I have no idea who this is. I've never seen them. Crypto stocks poised as Bitcoin holds 23,000 ahead of FOMC. Whether it's good or whether it's positive or negative, y'all gotta understand. All you're doing is giving the FOMC validity and control over these types of markets by doing this. If you listen to them, that's what they want. They just want you to listen to them. They're planting little seeds. It's a whole brainwashing crap. Anyways, so FOMC is coming out. White House calls on Congress to toughen crypto laws. The White House published a so-called roadmap to mitigate cryptocurrency risk on Friday. Calls on Congress to toughen laws on dubious players in the industry. The long-winded statement. I need to read it. I haven't read it yet. I need to find out where it is. The long-winded statement highlights some of the negative stories, which they created a lot last year, didn't they? They helped crash the entire market last year. We've talked about it at nausea on this show, especially on my Patreon, where we actually went into who I personally think is behind the initial fall and everything. Now, I'm not putting it out here. If you want to find out, go watch the Patreon. It's $5 a month. It gets me a cup of coffee, and I do appreciate those of you who are part of it, and a lot of you are, and it means a lot to me. That coffee lets Papa Joe run around like a chicken with his head cut off, literally. Because I literally, some of you know some of the stuff I'm doing. I break my days up into 3, 6 to 12, 12 to 6, 6 to midnight. I have 3 days of different projects and works of things that I can do in a 24-hour period because if you guys jumping on the Patreon like you have, I do appreciate the coffee. Really do. That's really what it is. I'm not kidding. Anyhow, oh, let's see here. Yeah, they created all the mess last year. If you want to know who did it, how it happened, check out that Patreon. Now let's see here. The behavior we have seen some cryptocurrency companies exhibit and the risk posed by this behavior are not. That does not make sense at all. Yeah. The administration says its focus is on continuing to ensure that cryptocurrencies cannot undermine financial stability, protect investors, and hold bad actors accountable. Undermine financial stability? Really? You don't say. Because you can't control it, so you come out and try to demonize it. You cannot create policies, because the law is the Constitution. Everything else is policy, and as a public servant, they have to abide by the policies. You, as the individual sovereign person, doesn't have to. But that's none of my business. Anyhow, the statement also says experts across the administration have laid out the first ever framework for developing digital assets in a safe, responsible way while addressing the risk they pose. Precisely what that framework is meant to be is not spelled out, with only a list of statements about the benefits and risk presented by cryptocurrencies. Agencies get a mention, with the administration urging regulators to continue various efforts, including limiting the exposure of financial institutions to the risk of digital assets. In other words, financial institutions who want to go and actually provide a return to their customers can do so with crypto, and they just don't want their money going out. They want their dollar to stay in the system. They don't want it to leave and go into cryptocurrency. Oh, let's see, where were we at? Investing, traditional institutions invest in cryptocurrency, which then comes to a head with a call on Congress to take further actions. The administration calls on Congress to extend regulations powers to prevent misuse of customers' assets. Now, FTX was definitely one of those scenarios where if you asked me, looking at the flow of funds, the way things happened, it sure looked like there was a lot of laundering going on, and they were just being used to do so. But I talked about that on the Patreon, so we'll leave that on the Patreon. Check it out. I do go into a lot of stuff like that. I can't out here on this. I can't. I tried. Got in trouble. If you guys want to continue to be able to have this and have information out here and be able to see the information over there, you got to go jump into that. Those of you who have been in there, you know what I mean. Okay. Anyways, I take the gloves off. I really get into stuff. But anyhow, Congress is called upon to strengthen transparency to disclosure requirements, strengthen penalties for violating illicit finance rules, and fund greater law enforcement capacity building. Now, in a public blockchain like Bitcoin, there are capabilities where you can see what's going on. It's a public transaction. Litecoin has the capability to make it private. There's Monero that is private. There's other ones that are private. They're so concerned about Bitcoin because it undermines their authority. We've seen Russia and other countries use Bitcoin to circumvent And I'm pretty sure they still are, to circumvent sanctions. But that's none of my business either. Yeah. So here's why Bitcoin price could correct. Again, more FUD from a coin telegraph. Could correct after the U.S. government resolves the debt limit impasse. Wait, so they're saying that if they raise the debt limit, that Bitcoin's going to collapse? How does the U.S. dollar and the country as a debt in its indebtedness have any sway or anything to do with the price of Bitcoin? You see what I'm saying? How does that have anything actually to do with Bitcoin or its price? Bitcoin doesn't care. It is on a blockchain that is decentralized and distributed. It has its own ecosystem. It doesn't rely on the US government and its debt to be resolved or changed or anything else to be able to do what it's going to do. Bitcoin price has been on a tear, but analysts warn that resolving the US debt limit issue could trigger sharp downside for risk assets like Bitcoin. Guys, you're part of the push of crypto. Why are you putting any validity to anything they're saying and doing? For much of 2022, the crypto market focused on the United States Federal Reserve's actions. Exactly. No, they did because you did. Cointelegraph, you guys need to cut this crap out. The central bank created a bearish environment for risk on assets like stocks and cryptocurrencies by increasing the interest rates on borrowing. I've been in the crypto space since almost the beginning. I've watched it grow into what it is now. For those of you who want to call me an OG, I'm an OG. I haven't met anyone who's been in it longer than me. I know of a few who have, but they're very few. And I was the one who was the tech guy who ran off the cliffs and tried to help bring stability, if you will. Capabilities, just ideas. I never built any of them, just threw ideas out there. People picked them up and ran with them. Don't want any of the accolades that come with that. I don't. The reason I want you guys, I want this stuff to be because it's free. Like Tesla, he wanted to give away his free energy technology. If it helps free humanity from the constructs and the control mechanisms that we're under, why would you ever charge anyone for any of it? They're ideas. Let someone run with them. Towards the end of 2022, positive economic data, healthy implement numbers, and a decreasing inflation rate. Employment. I can't read, apparently. Healthy employment numbers and a decreasing inflation rate provide hope that is a much awaited slowdown in the rate of interest rate hikes would occur. Currently, the market expects the rate hikes will reduce from 50 basis points to 25 basis points before the complete end of the hiking regime by the mid-2023. Guys, Bitcoin is outside of the credit system. Cryptocurrency is outside of the credit system. It is outside of the Federal Reserve. It is outside of the dollar. It is in and of itself its own entity. It is everywhere and yet nowhere. It cannot be turned off. It cannot be stopped. I don't care who you think you are, what you think rules you're going to create. It cannot be done. It is everywhere and yet nowhere. I understand the technology in a very deep level. Someone makes a regulatory adjustment. Guess what? They try to put it in a box. It doesn't matter. It's software. It can be adjusted to not fit in that box. Very simply. Very simply. Quit giving them validity, guys. Quit paying attention to what the Federal Reserve, that system's dying. Why do you care? From the perspective of the Fed's goal on constraining liquidity and providing headwinds to the overheated economy and stock market, things are starting to improve. Great. Guess what? The dollar's dead. I'm going to show you why in just a second. The dollar is about to not exist, as no influence already in the world. And I'm about to show you why. It doesn't. Yeah, and I'm not trying to tell y'all what, I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do by any means. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. The dollar is dead. Go try and get cash out of the bank. Go try and pull $10,000 out of the bank. They will probably not let you. I would be surprised if they did. I would really be surprised. Everyone I know has tried, and they've come back and said, "Yep, I could only get 2,000 out today." I was like, "We'll go back tomorrow and get more." And like, I can't until next week. And I'm like, "It's your money. Go get it out." We can't. Close your account. Get it out. I tried. They won't let me. The FedNow system goes live, I think, June, July. FedNow is CBDCs, guys. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. Cryptocurrency news publications quit listening to what the freaking Federal Reserve is saying. They have no bearing, no control in any way at all, other than you giving them attention. You'll see why I'm fired up about this. It's very frustrating. Russia mulls gold-backed stablecoin. Lawyer confirms after Iran visit. Who knows who Kim Clement is? I could not find the recording of him stating something to the effect. I'm gonna try and paraphrase it, so don't hold me to it. What he said exactly. He called out, said something to the effect of Russia was at the table with 4 others, and they were signing something, and there was gold. That's BRICS, y'all. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and I forget what the S is. Saudi Arabia, South Africa, I don't know. BRICS. They're creating a stable coin. They already have agreed to this. That's backed by physical gold to trade amongst themselves. Now, let's just see here. Let's just see what the BRICS GDP is. The global percentage of the BRICS GDP. Let's see. Let's bump this up for you guys. BRICS is an important grouping bringing together the major emerging economies from the world, comprising 41% of the world's population, having 24% of the world GDP and over 16% share of world trade. Guys, gals, the moment that goes live where there's a gold-backed currency, even if it's a CBDC, the dollar is dead. Russia may issue a stablecoin backed by gold to use in international settlements. A high-ranking member of Russian parliament has admitted the matter has been discussed during a recent visit with Iran, where officials have also signaled interest in such an initiative because they recognize blockchain technology circumvents the control mechanisms of the Federal Reserve or any of the centralized banking systems around the world have control over any individual country and their authority and their sovereignty. So you guys keep Cointelegraph, whoever else, y'all keep paying attention to the FOMC and the Federal Reserve and what they're saying they're going to do and all the different rate hikes and stuff like that, and realize that the entire global economy is about to shift into a blockchain-based system. And you need to realize that fiat currency will eventually all go into Bitcoin, Litecoin, cryptocurrencies. And I mean the sovereign ones too. They're going to try and launch these sovereign coins when the people will recognize the freedom real crypto like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Divi, these different coins have and provide you as an individual the freedom to do what you want to do as a sovereign individual. The CBDCs will track you. They will have faucets where they can control what you buy and what you don't buy. You got too many speeding tickets, you can't go out to eat this month. You didn't say thank you enough or please enough or yes sir enough. You can't go and do whatever. You're only allowed to buy so much fuel to where you can only drive this far. And if you go outside that somehow, you can't come back kind of thing. You get stuck out there. CBDCs will do that, y'all. The world will say, nope. Uncle Cliff talks about it, says it a few times, how the world will try to build these sovereign coins. They'll try to revamp these coins or recreate the fiat currencies, and they will fail, and they'll try 3 times, and they will fail. Then after the 3rd time, they'll give up, and they'll join the Bitcoin regime. I don't know how fast regime, the Bitcoin ecosystem. It's funny, y'all. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi at all. I get very frustrated with the maxis. They're toxic. They're frustrating. They're rude. I look at this ecosystem, the blockchain technology underneath it, and I look at that and I go, wow, we can fundamentally change our world if we just get off our freaking high horses and work together. We see the thing that the enemy, that Satan, wants you to not recognize is that pride comes before a fall, and pride, for sure, is mixed in with that high horse immensely. All of the stuff I just went over has no bearing on crypto. The FOMC doesn't, Congress, White House, they can't control this. They're going to try. They will fail. They're done. And they're going to try to remain relevant, and they can't. Amidst all that stuff, the fear greed index, we're bumping up, y'all. Big time. Y'all understand this, right? This is not a joke. Look at this. 2020, 19, 18, all these different runs. Guys, people want crypto because it gives them freedom from the systems that control them. Bitcoin has been up, but it's also been manipulated down. Dow's down, SP 500 down, Nasdaq's down, gold's down, silver's up. So y'all know my theory, right? Not trading advice or anything like that by any means. But it's a theory. FOMC is supposed to be released. When is it? January 2023. When are they gonna do these little meetings? Huh? When are they gonna do the little meetings? Central bank, economic. I don't know when it is. I don't really care. Well, I guess it's sometime right here at the beginning of the month. Whatever. What time of the year? Whatever. My point is this my point I was going to make is that if we're on the week before or whatever, we're on that week of, the direction that the markets are going, whenever they do their little release, they'll go the opposite. So if they're down, they're going to go up. If they're up, they're going to go down. It's just a theory. And I'm probably wrong, but it's just something I noticed. Papa Joe Show, we connect dots. We look at trends. We look for the connections to things. It's very weird, I guess. Well, that's a drop. Divvy is... Someone just dumped this bunch on there. Yep. We'll see what GSR does for Divvy. I got a feeling that there's somebody somewhere who's not happy with Divvy and what they're doing, and they're trying to trash it. So I don't know. Just a theory there. Matic is running, trying to get itself going again. Shiba's been in the news a lot. Or no, that's Axie. Excuse me. Axie has been too. Axie's been in the news. So has Shiba. They had one heck of a candle. Let's go to the day. Not the week. The day. Yeah, that was one heck of a candle and it dropped down. Whatever. Mortgage rates are slightly down, not adjusted yet for the week. Litecoin has been up. It is taking a breath today as well. Everything's taking a breath. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, right before the FOMC meeting, the direction that it will be the opposite. It's just a connection. It's just a correlation that I noticed. Probably wrong, but who knows at the end of the day, right? Sorry for the passionate discussion today. I'm really, really, really frustrated with... There's two things. I've been in this space, like I said, almost the beginning. And throughout this time, at the very beginning, there was this time of almost flourishing in the entire ecosystem. People were building things, trying to solve problems. And then you have these big name, whoever else has come out, influencers, whatever you want to call them. They start saying Bitcoin's it, and they get maxis become toxic, blah, blah, blah. And now you've got all these publications who are connected to some of the maxis, mind you. They're funded by or a part of or whatever. And they start writing all this crap giving credence to the Federal Reserve and the old system. Quit thinking about these prices in dollars. Very soon, the price of Bitcoin and all these other stuff won't be valued in dollars. I actually kind of wonder if things will be valued in Bitcoin. You'll be working at some point, you'll be working for X amount of Satoshis per hour kind of thing, for hourly type jobs. Or X amount of Satoshis per year kind of thing. Because it's designed to do that. I don't know. It's none of my business, I guess. Y'all do whatever you want to do. I'm just trying to be a voice of reason. Trying to be someone who connects the dots for y'all. Trying to give a perspective of, hey, let's get back to what we started here and quit focusing on all this other crap that are being infiltrated by the ecosystems that want to control us, to control the monetary systems. Was it Nathan Rothschild or something? I think it was him. I care not who creates the laws, as long as I control the money. Guys, they're trying to do it again. This is the money that will be used going forward. It will be the means of exchange and the means of trading. It will be. It will be. Because humanity, at its core, wants to be free to do what it wants to do. Anyhow. Lithia, what's going on? Afternoon. Appreciate you being here today. Tom, you as well. As always, y'all are always here. It really means a lot to me. Kim, you as well. It means all of you. You're all here every day, and I love it. I love seeing the comments y'all have, the conversations you have. It means a lot to me. Steven, same. Thank you. Again, always being here every day. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, man. All is well for sure, and I am sorry you are getting a cold snap. From what I hear, you are about to get ice. you might want to look at getting you a wood burning stove, buddy. I've seen people set them up in your rigs. So something to kind of maybe think about. Just a thought, my friend. It is cold for sure. It was 73 yesterday and it's 32 degrees today. You are getting ice, buddy. You are definitely getting ice. It's going to be great. Let's see. Evan, thanks for being here today. Bitcoin halves in about a year, and people forget all the volume coming from retirement funds looking to hedge in the coming inflation. Their act is really tiny. Accuracies, I think that's what it is, will inform the about discreetly. Kind of got what you said there, man. Sorry, it's really, really tiny for me. It can't fit it all on one screen. I need to get another screen. Anyways, yes, a lot of people aren't recognizing there are going to be a significant inflow of retirement funds going into crypto. I know of people who are already doing that to hedge against the stock market collapsing. If you need to or want to do that, reach out to me. You can go to here, thepapajoshow.com. Down at the bottom, subscribe. Well, no, that's not right. Actually, let's just do it this way. It's listed in the script. This is listed in the script of the video. Ask Blockchain Consulting, go over to contact, and then fill out the form here, and I will attempt to get a hold of you guys if you want to connect you with Viva Capital. Viva Capital does retirement crypto accounts. So, anyways, they do have minimum before you can be a customer, all that fun stuff. So, anyways, y'all do what you think is best. If you want to do that, I'll get you connected to them. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Trinity SS. Better late than never, man. I appreciate you being here, dude. It does mean a lot. As always, I do appreciate it. I partied with the CEO of Divi and kicked his butt in pool. Partied. I'm glad. You guys had fun. Let's see. Kim, thanks for reminding everyone. Y'all make sure you smash those likes, especially if you got this far in the show. I do appreciate you as always. Journeyman, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here, dude, man. As always, who else we have in the house today? Busy Mountain, what's going on, brother? Thanks for being here today. I appreciate you. Trinity Plus, yep, for Viva, good folks. They really are. Really are. Appreciate y'all being here today. And we have Dr. J. What's going on? Anyhow, y'all have a beautiful rest of the day. Should have a Patreon this afternoon around 4:30 Eastern. As long as everything goes according to plan, that is what I'm going to be doing. So anyhow, y'all have a blessed day. We'll talk to you soon. Take it easy.